Hello dear students, welcome to WAPSI once again. Shall we discuss the questions? Are you ready? A man with blood group A marry woman having blood group B. Maximum possible blood group among their progenies are. A man with blood group A, the child will become A. Woman will be B, so there is a chance to B. There is a chance to AB and there is a chance to O. O means there is no surface antigen, either A or B. Get me? So that the correct answer will be option B. The length of DNA helix in a typical nucleosome is clearly given in our NCERT. The length between the consecutive base pair in DNA. In a DNA, the length between the consecutive base pair, that is how much the length of DNA helix in a typical nucleosome having how much base pair? 200 base pair. In the life cycle of Plasmodium, fertilization takes place in Plasmodium vivax in connection with malaria. Fertilization takes place inside the stomach of mosquito, gut of mosquito. Fertilization is taking place inside the gut of mosquito. Gametes will be present within the blood. When the mosquito is biting infected person, the gametes will be get into the gut of mosquito and fertilization will be taking place there. So that option A is the correct answer. Stomach of the mosquito. Move to next question. Injection of antidote against snake bite is an example of passive immunity, autoimmunity, innate immunity, active immunity. What is passive immunity? Passive immunity means when the person is getting snake bite, should be taken immediately. Get me? Autoimmunity means self-generated immunity. What is innate immunity? Inborn. And active immunity will be getting how active immunity will be generated. Corona vaccination, active immunity will be generated within the body by introducing vaccine. Clear? So injection of antidote against snake bite is an example of passive immunity. It is directly injected, anti-venom is directly injected into the body of that person. Next question. Certain tumors are called malignant because malignant tumors or malignant cancer cell having a specialized ability, that is nothing but metastasis, spreading behavior from one part of the body to another part. Certain tumors are called malignant because they shows contact inhibition, they are neoplastic, they conform to specific location, they invite damage to the surrounding tissue. So they shows contact inhibition. Contact inhibition is prevent spreading behavior. And they are not neoplastic. Neoplastic transformation. They are not. Cancerous cells undergoes the process of neoplastic transformation. Here it is given not. They are not. They invite, they spread, and they transmit from one part of the body to another part, and they are damaging that particular region. The tissues present in that particular region. So that option D is the correct answer. Identify the correct statement regarding class Aves. Forelimb are modified into wings and hind limbs are modified for walking and swimming. That is option number 1. Heart is completely four-chambered. Option number 2. Option 3, they are homeotherms, which means they are warm-blooded animals. Option 4, they are oviparous and development is direct. Out of this, from this given statement, how many of them are correct? All statements are correct in connection with class Fs. Forelimbs are modified into wings, and hind limbs are modified for walking, then swimming in the case of duck, etc. Heart is completely, in the case of class Fs and class Mammalia, heart is completely four-chambered, and they are oviparous, egg-laying, and development is direct. So that all statement is correct in concern with that questions. So move to next question. The following type of cell junction is not found in animal tissues. The following type of cell junction is not found in animal tissues. In animal tissues, each and every cell want to communicate with each other. They want to transfer the substance between the cells. For that, cell junction should be required. Option A, adhering junction, tight junction, gap junction, loose junction. Could you please go through the option? Adhering junction is used to adhere the cells. Tight junction, then gap junction. In NCERT syllabus it's clearly given. Loose junction is not found in animal tissues. Tight junction, gap junction, and adhering junction. These junctions are very much essential for transferring big molecule, small molecule from one cell to another cell. They keep the cells, they tie the cells, they act as a cementing material which adhere the cells together. So, adhering junction, tight junction, gap junction are the cell junctions which is present in animal tissue. Loose junction is not present. Compound of column 1 with their functions in column 2. So, column 1 trypsin, column 2 Gulford, column 3 collagen, column 4 antibody. Column 1 trypsin work as an enzyme. Column 1 GALT, it is an intercellular, enable glucose transport into the cell. Collagen, it is an intercellular ground substance. Antibody, fight infectious agent. Is it clear? We are going to the next question. Could you please read the questions once again? In a standard ECG, one of the following functions of its compound is not correctly interrupted. P verb is the contraction of the left atria. That option is wrong. QRX complex represent ventricular contraction, and T is the end of systole, and P is the contraction of both atria. It is a negative question. In a standard ECG, one of the following functions of its compound is not correctly interrupted. P is the contraction of left atria. Both atria is contracting. Auricular contraction or auricular systole. Get me? So P is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Move to the next question. Match the hormone of column 1 with its function in column 2. Column 1 having some of the hormone catecholamines. Catecholamines, under that heading, adrenaline and non-adrenaline. They together known as catecholamines. The hormone for fight or flight, they are stress hormone. MSH, melanocyte stimulating hormone, melanocyte cell stimulating hormone, that is associated with pigmentation. Then thymosin is associated with immune response, and melatonin is associated with diurnal rhythm. Melatonin is the hormone which is secreted from the pineal gland, which is associated with diurnal rhythm, 24 hours body rhythm. Next question. In the given diagram of human sperm, identify the functions of label part A, B and C. A is acrosome. B is the middle part, and there we can found mitochondria. So B is mitochondria is present in the middle piece, and C is the end part, that is the tail region of a human sperm. So correct answer will be A is a acrosome having sperm lysine enzyme, which is very much essential for breaking the ovarian membrane, and B region is middle part. That middle part region having mitochondria. Mitochondria is providing energy for sperm motility. Then C is the tail region. Tail region is very flexible and it's helps in movement of human sperm. So that A helps in penetration of sperm into ovum. B provide energy for movement of sperm, and C help in movement of sperm. So that correct option is B. Select the correct path of flow of milk during breastfeeding. Recall the diagram of mammary gland. Option A, mammary tubule, mammary duct, mammary ampulla, lactiferous duct, alveoli. Option B, mammary tubule, mammary duct, lactiferous duct, mammary ampulla, lactiferous duct. Option C, alveoli, mammary tubule, mammary ampulla, mammary duct and lactiferous duct. Option D, alveoli, mammary tubule, mammary duct, mammary ampulla and lactiferous duct. This is the pathway in which the milk from the mammary alveoli. Mammary alveoli is the region in which milk is synthesized or milk is secreted by the cells present in mammary alveoli from mammary tubule. From the mammary tubule, it passes towards the mammary duct, and finally, before it reaches into the mammary ampulla, and through lactiferous duct, it is sucked by the child. So option D is the correct answer. Move to next question. Under the influence of oxytocin, which layer of the uterus exhibit strong contraction during patuation? Uterus having three membrane: perimetrium, myometrium, endometrium. Perimetrium is the outer layer, myometrium is the middle layer, and endometrium is the glandular inner layer. So during the time of patuation, the oxytocin hormone will be act upon the middle layer, which is made up of smooth muscle, that is called myometrium. So that answer will be option B. Move to next question. The method directly injecting sperm into the ovum is called. The method of directly injecting sperm into the cytoplasm of ovum, that is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Ovum is directly injected into the cytoplasm of ovum is called intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Move to the next question. What is the possible blood group of a children whose parents are heterozygous, which means IA into IAIB. What is the possible blood group of a children whose parents are heterozygous? Parents are dissimilar in blood group. For A and B, there is a possibility of A and B only. There is a possibility of A, B, AB and O. There is a possibility of AB only. There is a possibility of A, B and AB only. We were already discussed this question in first session, so that option B is the correct answer. Next question, pneumonia is caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae, Haemophilus influenzae, both A and B, and none. Option A, Streptococcus pneumoniae. Option B, Haemophilus influenzae. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none. So here the correct answer is Streptococcus pneumoniae and Haemophilus influenzae. Both of them are causing the disease pneumonia. So option C is the correct answer. Move to the next question. The development of quick immune response. The development of quick immune response in a person infected with deadly microbes by administering performed antibodies. The development of quick immune response in a person infected with deadly microbes by administering preformed antibodies. Preformed antibodies. Option A, active immunity. Active immunity, that will take some times. Then cell-mediated immunity, innate immunity, passive immunization. Snake bite, tetanus, in some kind of situation. In such kind of situation, tetanus and snake bite. In such kind of dangerous situation, patient should require emergency treatment. In such kind of so that patient should take passive immunization. Is it clear? So, the development of quick immune response is very much essential for emergency condition like snake bite, etc. So that patient should take passive immunization. Move to the next question. Which is the most feared property of malignant tumor? Neoplasty, metastasis, rapid invasive growth and loss of contact inhibition. Which is the most feared property? Feared property of malignant. Malignant cell means cancerous cell that exhibits spreading behavior. The spreading behavior of cancerous cell is called metastasis. So that option B is the correct answer. Next question. Identify the techniques useful in detecting cancer of internal organ. Identify the techniques useful in detecting the cancer of internal organ. First one, CT scan. Second one, MRI scan. Third one, radiography. And fourth one, all of the above. Correct answer is all of the above. All these are the techniques. CT, MRI and radiography, X-ray, etc. Radiography is otherwise called X-ray, etc. is used for detecting cancer. Move to the next question. Which among the following plants is the source of drug which is native of America? Which among the following plants is the source of drug which is native to America? Option A, Papaver somniferum. Option B, Erythroxylum coca. Option C, Cannabis sativa. Option D, both A and B. Which one is the correct answer? Option B, Erythroxylum coca is the native of South America. Erythroxylum coca, cocaine, Erythroxylum coca, that plant is the native of South America. It's clearly given in NCERT textbook. Which among the following product of microbe is not obtained from the fungi? Penicillin is the product of fungus. Statin, Swiss cheese, cyclosporin A. What is statin? Statin is a blood cholesterol lowering agent. Statin is a blood cholesterol lowering agent. Penicillin, Swiss cheese, cyclosporin A, Trichoderma polysporum. Penicillin is also a fungal product. Swiss cheese is a fungal product. Cyclosporin A is a fungal product. And statin is not a fungal product. Move to the next question. Homeostasis is a condition where the organism maintain, option A, maintain constant internal environment in ever-changing external environment. In ever-changing external environment. Do not maintain constant internal environment. That is option B. Change their internal environment according to their external environment. That is option C. Change their internal environment when the external environment is constant. Which one is the answer? Homeostasis is a condition where maintain constant internal environment with respect to ever-changing external environment. Do not maintain constant internal environment. In homeostasis condition, internal environment will be changed with respect to the external environment. Change their internal environment according to their external environment. So that option C is the correct answer. Option C. Which of the following, next question, shall we move to the next question? Which of the following is not a parasitic adaptation? Which of the following is not a parasitic adaptation? A. Loss of unnecessary sense organ. B. Absence of adhesive organ and suckers. Loss of digestive system. That is option C. High reproductive capacity. Which of the following is not a parasitic adaptation? Absence of hook and sucker. Absence of hook and sucker. Presence of hook and sucker is a parasitic adaptation. Absence of adhesive organs like hook and sucker is not a parasitic adaptation. Move to the next question. DNA polymerase Thermus aquaticus. Both of them are DNA polymerase is an enzyme. It's a thermostable enzyme. Thermostable, temperature at high temperature stability, high temperature and low temperature, they can exhibit their stability. So that option D is the correct answer.